Hello, everyone. In today's hyper-connected world, our attention is constantly being pulled in 1,000 different directions. Notifications, emails, social media, it's a relentless barrage on our cognitive resources. We pride ourselves on multitasking, but the truth is, our brains simply aren't wired for it. This constant state of distraction comes at a cost: decreased productivity, increased stress, and a diminished capacity for deep, meaningful work. This is where the power of hyperfocus, as explored by productivity expert Chris Bailey, comes in. Before we delve into the depths of hyperfocus, let's take a moment to understand the individual who brings us these insights, Chris Bailey. Imagine spending years of your life meticulously researching and experimenting with productivity, immersing yourself in the works of academics and thought leaders, all in pursuit of understanding the intricate workings of the human mind. That's precisely what Chris Bailey did. He dedicated years of his life to unraveling the secrets of productivity, culminating in his internationally acclaimed book, Hyperfocus. Bailey isn't just an armchair theorist, he's a pragmatic experimenter. He's someone who has tested these strategies in the trenches of daily life, constantly refining and optimizing his approach to focus and productivity. Now, what exactly do we mean by hyperfocus? We often use the terms focus and concentration interchangeably, but Bailey makes a crucial distinction. Think of it this way. Imagine your attention as a spotlight. Regular focus is like shining that spotlight on a general area, illuminating a broad space but without much intensity. Hyperfocus, on the other hand, is like taking that same spotlight and narrowing its beam, focusing all its power on a single defined point. It's about reaching a state of deep immersion, where your mind becomes fully absorbed in the task at hand, and distractions simply melt away. This isn't some mystical ability. It's a skill that can be cultivated, honed, and mastered with deliberate practice. How do we access this state of hyperfocus? Chris Bailey outlines several strategies, but let's focus on a few key ones. The first is about understanding your biological prime time. We often talk about early birds and night owls, but there's a deeper truth to these chronotypes. Each of us has a specific time of day when our energy levels are at their peak, when our minds are sharpest and our focus is most potent. Identifying your unique prime time is crucial for maximizing your productivity. The second strategy involves what Bailey calls attention shaping. Our modern world is a minefield of distractions, constantly vying for our attention. To achieve hyperfocus, we need to be proactive in shaping our environment. This means minimizing distractions, creating dedicated workspaces, and setting boundaries around technology. These strategies might sound simple, but their impact can be profound. Bailey shares compelling anecdotes and case studies of individuals who have transformed their lives by implementing these principles. We hear stories of entrepreneurs who went from struggling to stay afloat to building thriving businesses, of students who went from barely passing to excelling in their studies, all by harnessing the power of hyperfocus. One particularly poignant story involves a writer struggling to finish his novel. Plagued by procrastination and overwhelmed by distractions, he felt trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and frustration. However, after discovering the principles of hyperfocus, he began implementing them into his daily routine. He started by identifying his biological prime time, dedicating the early morning hours to writing when his mind was freshest. He then created a distraction-free writing space, silencing his phone and disabling notifications. The transformation was astounding. His word count soared, his creativity flourished, and he finally broke through the writer's block that had plagued him for months. So, how can you start implementing these principles in your own life? It begins with self-awareness. Take some time to reflect on your own patterns and habits. When are you most productive? What are your biggest distractions? Once you have a clear understanding of your own tendencies, you can start to tailor these strategies to fit your unique needs. Remember, this isn't about becoming a productivity robot. It's about working with your natural rhythms and inclinations to achieve greater focus and clarity. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Choose one or two strategies that resonate with you and experiment with them. Chris Bailey's Hyperfocus is a treasure trove of insights and practical strategies for anyone looking to enhance their focus and productivity. I highly encourage you to delve deeper into the book to gain a more comprehensive understanding of these principles. How do you plan to implement these strategies in your own life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. Thank you for watching and stay focused.